Okay Nike, the pinnacle of comfort? Let's see, shall we? Let's see.
Perfect.
Hello there broskies, Erkin back here. Yes, with another review. It's been a little while since I've done one. But on today's episode, we are having a look at the new, brand spanking new Nike Air Max 2021. So, the Air Max 2021. It is a very divisive silhouette already, and it hasn't even been out that long yet. But that's why I'm here. We are going to have a look to see whether you should buy these, or maybe give these a miss. Now of course, Nike's Air Max line, it has literally been around longer than I have been alive. But this is the latest iteration to the Nike Air Max family. And I've got to say, this sneaker has really surprised me in a lot of ways, good and bad. But before we dive into any of that, let's start off with the box. This box, I don't know if it was used in the Euros, but bruh, JD, you really need to fix up. And Hermes, don't get me started. Right, so even though this box does look like it was in the Euros as a football, this Nike Air Max 2021 comes in the Move to Zero box. But on that product sticker, it does read Air Max 2021, and the official colorway is Ghost, Obsidian, Ashen Slate. Now these sneakers did actually come out this year, of course, 2021 of July 22nd, and they do retail for £145. And like I always do, I will leave some purchase links down below. Right, so we have touched on a little bit with the sneaker, and I think you can see a lot of comparisons already. As soon as I saw these, I already thought about the 2090s, the 270s, and the 720s, and it really does give me that vibe on foot as well. And if you weren't a fan of how lifted those sneakers are, then maybe this sneaker might not be for you. For me, I love the Air Max 720. Before they popped, I was wearing them all the time. Even though they popped to me, I really did love them. And speaking of air bubbles popping, will this one pop? It's a tricky one, broskies. It is a tricky one. I do have some long-term concerns when it comes to the Air Max bubble at the back. The air unit isn't as exposed as the 270 or the 720, but I just feel Nike's approach to this air unit may be a bit tricky long-term, because I feel like a lot of things will be getting stuck in that cored out look that Nike are calling it, such as stones, sticks, glass, anything and anything might get stuck in between. The cored out foam at the back really does leave that Air Max unit exposed. Of course, that's only my personal concern. Maybe you might feel differently. Now I know if you're thinking about getting this pair, one thing on your mind is of course the sizing. And I've got to say, these do fit very much true to size. Although it does have that lifted feeling towards the back, these aren't as bad as the 720s for example. I feel like there is more balance with the air unit and the midsole, and there isn't much of a slope compared to the 270 or the 720. So long story short, going true to size is your best bet. Right, my broskies, we have touched on a lot with this sneaker already. But let's take a closer look, shall we? Now I know we've spoken a lot about the air unit, but a lot of this uniqueness does come from the upper as well. Nike are claiming this whole silhouette is made from at least 20% recycled material, but it doesn't really give off that vibe that other sneakers have had in terms of that recycled look and feel. Now the upper is mainly of this nylon mesh, and it has that sort of scratchy windbreaker feel. Personally, I am a fan of it. It does add so much more to it. But we've got these sort of bumps that go around the toe guard and that extends to the mid panels as well. To be fair, it does add more of a sportier look, but I don't see why they couldn't just add another overlay. But on the lateral side, we have that sort of semi-circular panel that does act as an overlay. And we only have one Nike swoosh on the lateral side as well. Now on the medial side, we have the Nike Air Max wording on that semi-circular badge as well. But what's weird, it has these perforated holes that aren't really doing much. They're more for aesthetic reasons as they don't go through the actual sneaker. Now the lacing is somewhat very divisive as well. We've got this outline to the lacing cage, and I've got to say, it has grown on me. Initially I thought it was a bit excessive, but it does suit the shoe. We've got these roped laces that sort of have this 3M look to it. It isn't prominent in some other sneakers, but you can definitely see it. Now the tongue has the same look and pattern to the medial side in that honeycomb netted look. But one thing that does kind of ruin it is the pull tab all across the tongue. I feel like if they just had it on top of it, it would look a lot better. Now on the sock liner, we've got that cotton and mesh. And on the insole, it is of course black with the green Nike pinwheel as well. And we've got another pull tab at the back as well in that navy color with that nylon textile material on that heel counter. And on the midsole, just above the air unit and the actual foam, we've got that gradient color blocking of purple to blue. But this is probably what you're here for mostly, is of course this air unit. Now from what I can tell, the air unit wraps around the outer of your foot, and Nike have added foam to the middle to keep it a little bit more cushioned. So I guess the air unit isn't doing as much work as the 720 for example. Now Nike have called the back of this sneaker a cored out foam, just to make sure you don't miss this air unit, even though it would be hard not to. And towards the forefoot, we do have that foam that is relatively soft as well. Now the outsole is where I think most of the recycle panels actually are on this sneaker. And if you've ever played any futsal or AstroTurf football, you know what this looks like. These look like those AstroTurf football boots. We have that two-toned look to it with the Air Max branding in the middle and the Air logo towards the back. Right, there was a lot to go through with this silhouette, but the most important part of this video, for me anyway, is this Nike Air Max 2021 a buy or a buy. Now I was really trying to hold out for a nicer colorway, in my opinion, that I could get on the channel. I've already seen the black and white colorway, and that is really up my street, more so compared to these ones. Now this silhouette really can swing both ways. It all comes down to what you want from a sneaker. The looks for me personally isn't one of the better looking Air Maxes out there. But one thing I will say, this sneaker strength is when you put these on. They are mad comfortable. And Nike do claim this is the pinnacle of comfort, and I've got to say, they are somewhat right. Now if I'm comparing it to an Ultra Boost or Nike React even, I don't think it's on par there. But I am going to say it, these may just be the most comfiest Air Max of all time. I've got to say it. It's my opinion and I will say it. I've said it. There you go. And this is coming from an Air Max 90 fanboy. I can wear that sneaker all day long, even in bed if I need to. There are going to be people in the comments saying, no, you don't know what you're talking about. The Vapor Max this, the Vapor Max that, and this and that. But I don't really class the Vapor Max as an Air Max sneaker. I feel like Vapor Max in itself is in a sort of lane on its own. But even then, I don't really think the Vapor Max can stand next to this. I feel like this sneaker has the perfect balance with the foam towards the forefoot and the Air Max unit at the back. And I feel like they tried to do that with the 270, but they just missed that mark a little bit. As wearable and as much as I like that sneaker, there was just something missing with it. And the 720, I just think there was too much air on that sneaker. Because of all the problems that Nike had with the air unit, that's what ruined that sneaker for a lot of people. And will this sneaker have that same problem? That's where I really want to find out. So if you are watching this in the future, somehow, somewhere, some way, then comment down below if your bubble has popped or if you've had any problems with these. But just like if your missus came to your flat, let's go right back like Hector Bellerin. Get it? Bellerin. Bell her in. Bellerin home? Bellerin to your house? Into your flat? No? No? Anyways, broskies. Is this a buy or buy, you're asking? And I've got to say, having these in hand over the past couple of days, these have really grown on me. The comfort alone is something you need to experience for yourself. Although the colorway might not be the one for you straight off the bat, if they do release an all black version or even an all white version, I think this might turn this sneaker around in terms of the masses. But overall, I do like these a lot more than I thought I would. I am indeed going to give these a buy. But I am interested to know what you think about this brand new Air Max sneaker. Is this one you're looking to cop? Are you even waiting for a new colorway? Or has this been a total miss? Leave it all down below and I will be pinning the best comments. Anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. As always, don't forget to hit me up on Instagram as well. If you have any questions, that's what I'm there for. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, oh, what's the other one? And share. And until the next episode, take care.